Welcome back to my YouTube channel, History Lyceum, where we dive into the pivotal moments of world history. Today, we will have a deep look on American history, the farewell address by none other than the father of the nation, George Washington. It's 1796, and as Washington's second term draws to a close, he pens a letter that would shape the very fabric of the nation. But why did he choose not to seek re-election? What fears and hopes guided his decision? Get ready to embark on a historical journey with us as we uncover the enduring wisdom and legacy of George Washington's farewell address. In 1796, a pivotal moment in American history unfolded as President George Washington made a decision that would shape the future of his presidency. As his second term neared its end, Washington chose not to seek re-election, mindful of the precedent he was about to set for future leaders. But what about Washington's fear? If he were to die in the office, Americans might see the presidency as a lifetime appointment. Instead, he opted to step down, establishing the two-term limit later enshrined in 22nd Amendment. To announce his retirement, Washington penned the famous farewell address, a letter that would become a cornerstone of American political history. James Madison initially drafted the address in 1792, but it underwent a significant transformation. Alexander Hamilton, Secretary of Treasury, conducted a thorough rewrite with Washington's final touch. The address was published in Philadelphia's American Daily Advertiser on September 19, 1796. Washington began by explaining his choice not to seek a third term, citing the critical posture with foreign nations. With tension eased, he assured the nation that new leadership would guide the republic's safety. As George Washington bid farewell, his parting counsel to the American people transcended time, emphasizing the unity essential for freedom and prosperity. Washington stressed the significance of the Union, the bond that secured Americans' freedom and prosperity. He linked their current independence to shared experiences in the Revolution and early years of the Republic of America. To preserve their hard-won system of government, Washington identified three threats: regionalism, partisanship, and foreign entanglements. He warned against regional loyalties overpowering national unity, urging citizens to embrace the name American over local distinctions. The pride of patriotism, he urged, should unite them. In a time when state and regional identities were strong, Washington cautioned against letting these attachments divide the nation. Designing men might exploit these differences to undermine the Union. In the early years of the Republic, George Washington foresaw a threat that still echoes in today's politics: the danger of geographic identities becoming the breeding ground for political parties. Washington's fears were not unfounded as the New England Federalists and Southern Democratic Republicans began to emerge, laying the groundwork for the partisan landscape we know today. Contrary to our modern perspective, early Americans viewed the political parties as divisive tool for demagogues seeking power. Factionalism, as they called it, prompted voters to prioritize party loyalty over the common good. Washington warned of a spirit of revenge where party loyalty would drive governance not for the people's benefit but solely to rescue and maintain power, a dire prediction that resonates in today's polarized political climate. He cautioned against despots exploiting parties as potent engines to undermine the people's power and seize control of government. The gravest danger, according to Washington, lay in the combination of factionalism and external invasion. Partisanship, he urged, opened the doors to foreign influence and corruption, as ill-founded choices weakened the nation. To shield against foreign interference, Washington advocated for a foreign policy grounded in neutrality and friendly commercial relations with all nations around the globe. As Washington concluded his farewell address, he offered reflections on his legacy, hoping his past mistakes would be viewed with indulgence and fed into oblivion. With 45 years of service, Washington looked forward to a retirement where he could savor the fruits of the nation's shared efforts, the benign influence of good laws under the free government. Washington's address addressed fears of a weak and vulnerable union, vulnerable to internal and external threats. His message, however, transcended the uncertainties of the early national period. In the early 19th century, Federalists made it a tradition to read the farewell address on Washington's birthday. Even today, it's recited annually in the United States Senate, a tradition dating back to the Civil War. Washington's farewell address endures a critical founding document addressing timeless issues of union, partisanship, and isolationism. Join us in our next episode as we delve deeper into the lasting impacts of Washington's farewell address on the American political landscape. Don't forget to like, subscribe my channel History Lyceum. Until next time, let's continue to honor the legacy and unity that Washington left behind.